On my mic. Hey, everybody. Oh, don't tell me Julia's in Texas. Is Julia in Texas? Julia's the not Julia and Nipsey. I'm trying to figure out how to slow down the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Julia. Hey, Nipsey. Hey, Lenore. Thank you all. Wonder how you slow down the chat. I'm going to try to mess with it before, like, people come in. Nope. Oh, no. See, this is why I don't do things. This is why I don't do things. Hey, Dara. It says it's easy to slow down the chat, and I just don't understand where it is. Good afternoon. This is a real get ready with me. I've got to go see my surgeon. So I'm going to take a couple of hours and get ready because I want to look cute when I go see the surgeons at Beverly Hills. I'm going to see two of them. They are going to do, my plastic surgeons have agreed to do my removing this, I guess it's a cyst. Hey, Patrice. Maybe it'll be slower today because honestly, I cannot figure out how to slow down the chat. We'll see what happens. I don't see anything that looks like slow down the chat. Hey, Red. There's a delay in the audio. Let's see if it catches up. Maybe it's just my horrible Spectrum Wi-Fi. So I've got my mic. My mic is full on. Let's see if it just needs a minute to get together. There's only 20 people in the room, so I don't think we need to slow down. This is a different time for me, but I thought if I'm getting ready, why not hang out? You know, I just sit here doing it by myself. You know, this wig, I swear, it's so cute, but in reality, the hairline needs to be plucked, but I'm not fancy enough to do that. I'm not good at hair. I'm not good at anything. I know how to put wigs on, and I'm getting better at that because this one is actually bonded down. Okay. Could be like my, the Wi-Fi is horrible in California. Everybody thinks California is like so ahead of the times, right? You think you'd be in Beverly Hills and everything would be shiny and new and awesome, but everything is old. You know, when you go down the main strip of Beverly Hills, it still looks to me like the intro to the Beverly Hillbillies did in the 1960s. Good, good. Hopefully it'll catch up for you, girl, if it's behind. I was going to curl my hair, but that's probably not likely. I'll just wear the waves. I braided it up last night. You know, the red wig was like the be-all, end-all for me for about a week, and then I'm immediately bored. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to wear my natural hair, or at least get it styled, because being on the modeling roster, you really need to have a natural look that people can work with. But I think I'm going to relax it because like modeling shoots and acting shoots are notoriously bad for not having people that know how to work with black hair, particularly natural black hair. They're notorious for it. Hey, Nylon. Thank you, Mila. Nothing again. You will immediately be deleted if you come in and say rude things. You will not get a second chance if you say something like that. You will be gone, and you can just go find something else to do. We will be respectful. Thank you. I'm so grateful to have my skin look like this. I just did my skincare. I'm not going to do a lot of makeup. I brought my curling iron in case I get to have enough time for hair. That would be ideal, but not necessary. I'm just wearing my, like, what do you call them? Pants? Yoga pants that are super comfy, and my black t-shirt. It's kind of my uniform. I have like all these different pairs of black yoga pants. And then all these black t-shirts, you buy in like a 4-pack. So I'm always like, is she wearing that same shirt again? No, she's not. She's just that. I can eat the same food every day of the week for a month. I'm that person. I don't know why that is. Hey, Grady. Grady is drinking water early. Hey, sweet, or swear, I'm sorry. Go to my community page, subscribe, and go to my community page, and you can make a comment asking to be a moderator, and I'll see it and add you. Yeah, that's the thing. I swear I need to figure out how to pause. There's a way to pause it so they can only comment once every 20 seconds or something. I don't know what that is. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, chat filter, baby. Look what mama found. Community moderation. Message delay. Look what mama found. Okay. Got 60. You got 60 seconds between messages, my friends. 60. Look what mama found. Okay. Message delay is live chat. Participant mode, I'm going to let everyone participate. There is a 60-second delay between comments. Okay, that's all we're going to do for now, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Hey, I couldn't see all your gifts. Thank you. I was in there figuring out how to get it done. If you come in and say something rude, you will be removed. We're all here just trying to have a nice time. Okay? We're all here having a nice time. I'm getting ready to go see my plastic surgeons in Beverly Hills. Welcome in. My name is, hopefully there might, well not hopefully, but maybe there won't be as many people in today since I'm sort of at a midday time. My name is Tonya. I am thank you, Joe, a domestic violence burn survivor, and that means I was set on fire by my husband of 15 years. If you unhide someone, always smile 11. Don't unhide anybody. Y'all message me if I've put in moderators that have asked out of kindness, but if a moderator is an issue, just message me on the community board. Because I had to take one out the other day. Nothing happened to him. He wasn't even questioned. We were in North Georgia. Again, I'm Tonya, Burn Beauty 2018. Let's get ready to go. I don't have time to mess around today. I'm getting picked up at 3 o'clock. Oh, I see. When they both hide at the same time. I got you. The other day, there was a real situation with someone that was saying some things that were probably going to get me like banned or something on the channel, and that's not nice. So I got you if they're like locking together. I've got a lot of mods in. I appreciate you all. Thank you for working together. Mitzi is a managing moderator. I don't think Red is. I need to move Red to that. I meant to, but I forgot to do it. Swear, that's the last time to ask. You go to my page and ask. You go to my community page and ask. Hey, Kylie. Overcoming the trauma, I think, is something I'm still doing, really. Honestly, I think that what I do here is such an important part of that. For me, that's not going to be true for everyone. Not everyone is going to be able to come on and go lay down, Grady. You cannot do this every time Mama goes live. Go lay down. Nothing is wrong. You cannot have any more treats from the pantry, no matter how much you stare at it. It's so smart. So not everyone can do this. I think it just depends on your personality and how you heal, you know? Visit the community page if there's a message that you want to get through to me that I'm not seeing because the chat's going pretty quickly. I still don't know how to completely slow down the scroll of the chat, but I'll figure that out later. But maybe I did slow. Maybe just by putting it on slow mode, it automatically did it. Man, see, that's the thing. I don't think I would ever want to be with anybody else. For me, just this feeling of freedom that I have that I never had and purpose. Because for me, the healing comes with doing the lives, which comes with the purpose. Yeah, right. Your animals are going to act up. I tell you, he is being a brat. He is standing right. He is not. I know how to get him to go. Put him on camera. He doesn't like camera. Hey, Grady, you want to be on the show? He's, he doesn't like the camera. Now he's gone. I don't want to be gone. I just want him to lay on the couch, be a good boy, eat his little ice cream cup I gave him. Please. Like a 4-year-old, you know? It helps me find peace because there's so many people that don't know the signs of domestic violence and don't understand that emotional abuse is abuse because I was one of those people. That's how I stayed with this man for so many years, always thinking everything was my fault because that's the way it works with narcissistic abuse. They make everything your fault. Everything is your fault. And just, I don't know how to describe it. You truly believe it after a while. Isn't he a handsome boy? He got a little chubby like his mama, but he handsome. He came back. He wants to be on camera some more. Or he wants some medicine. Do you need medicine? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to stop. That's not nice. Did you? He's like, Mama's on this dang camera. You cannot have any more treats. You have dog food. You have to eat it. You have to lose weight, okay? You and Mommy are losing weight. You have to do it too. You can live to be a very old boy like Mommy. He's 6 now. I don't know if turning on slow mode is going to create a lag. Y'all let me know. This is my first time using slow mode so that I can actually see some of the comments, you know? Bro looks like, I don't know what that said. Welcome in. If you come in and say something rude, you'll be blocked. Trust and believe. We don't need you here. We got enough people watching. We don't need ya. Is this after makeup? No. Yeah, I'm saying my freedom. If y'all check, my name is Burn Beauty 2018. I am a domestic violence burn survivor. We're going to do a get ready with me because I need to go to Beverly Hills to see my plastic surgeon. The reason I have a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon is because of a wonderful organization called Face Forward International. This is Giving Tuesday, so if you're considering donating to an organization, they are a great one because aesthetics are important. You know, once you get out of the burn unit, like I did, they will tell you it's your new normal. Like, this is what you're going to look like. It's never going to get any better. And, you know, that's it. But I have healed so much. And everyone who comes in and goes, oh my God, and makes the comments, you know, sometimes well, not sometimes, you always need to be very careful with your words and your reactions because you don't know how far someone has come. And you don't know what they went for. Swear, YT official, you got 60 seconds in between comments. Cute. Y'all kill me. You look like a marshmallow. Bubba's on everything. Y'all see Bubba's on everything? I don't know. I really don't know if these are bots or human beings. Are humans really this evil? Are humans really this evil? Are they? I just don't understand it. How you could be scrolling by and look at someone and think, let me insult them because my life is so miserable. Don't come in doing that, even if you're out of school for Christmas break. So in 2018, thank you, Renly. I broke a nail. Oh, I need more nails. But here, I've had these on for about 3 weeks, and they're press-on nails by Nail Vesta. And I banged my thumbnail really hard on the dryer. And I need to do my nails because I have a big event tomorrow. You won't see me live tomorrow because I'm going to an event. I never say where I'm going in advance. I'm going to an event, a really nice influencer event. Okay, Daniel. Thanks for subscribing. If y'all come in, you got to go. Just subscribe so you can come back. That really helps me out. I've got my ColourPop foundation because, again, we're really getting ready to go today. I got to be ready to go in an hour and a half. But it's not anything big. I'm just going to the doctor. ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation. You can shop it. It's linked. I got it right here. I'm going to kind of dab it, just kind of get it in a brush at the same time. But isn't that great? I'm in color 153C. And I swear it looks like my skin, doesn't it? It's got a buildable coverage. I rarely build it to full coverage. I just leave it at medium. It's just pretty enough for me. Don't let me forget to conceal my nose today. I do like to do that, even though I'm going to see the surgeons who created this nose. So I got set on fire by my husband. He was a narcissist. I have some content up about it. But in general, if you don't know this story, I spent 15 years with a narcissist, and he said it was an accident. We were sitting by the fire pit when it happened, when it started. It ended with me running around the house, and he was squirting lighter fluid the whole time I ran, and then he threw a lighter. But I didn't remember everything at first, which adds to the craziness, I know. I was in a coma for 2 months after it happened with 3rd and 4th degree burns to the upper 35% of my body. So you see how my chest is about halfway down, and my arms, upper back, it kind of like here up, except for my scalp. I wear wigs, but I do have hair. I just really like changing it. I'd never worn wigs until after I was burned, and I discovered this amazing freedom of looking any way you want and looking different ways. And I can't get over that. I'm not bored with it yet. I get obsessed with the wig, and then I can wear it for about a week. I got to get hair clips. Okay, I got to get hair clips. I got to get hair clips. You love the long black? I love it too. This is like my natural hair would be. Oh, this chair, my back has been killing me. This chair is so comfortable when I'm just sitting in it, like working. But for some reason, when I'm live and I'm shifting, my back is just killing me. Plus, I did a workout yesterday. I found this naughty girl fitness workout. And it's not about being naughty girls, but it's like, you can like dance. It's like a dance workout, and that's fun. But I did the lower body 12 minutes. It was the intro 12 minutes for lower body. I don't know. I could not sit on the couch this morning. I was like, oh, that was bad. Nothing happened to him because, as I was saying, he said it was an accident. I was in a coma for 2 months. And he told a bunch of different stories now that I'm seeing like the police report and the paramedics report and the medical records. Like, basically, he always said it was an accident. But like at one point, he's like, oh, we were sitting there and she caught on fire. I don't know. I was just sitting there and I look and she's on fire. I don't know how it happened. Like, what? They put that in the medical records. Like, okay, because if you're sitting 2 feet from someone, you think you notice when they catch fire? Like, not just a little fire, enough fire to create a 3rd and 4th degree burn. And if I had known then what I know now, I would have never thought it to be an accident because it's really hard to get burned this badly. You know, a flash fire like he said it was, there has to be an accelerant and there has to be a lot of it. And I don't know. The police, we were in North Georgia and I'm black and he's not. And they closed the case within 8 hours, even though they knew I was at Grady Hospital in a coma with 3rd degree burns. They never questioned me. I stood and I talked for a few minutes on the driveway and told them, I was saying, you know, like they were saying that I was saying I loved him, but I don't know if I did or not, but I know I was saying, tell my kids I love them. Tell my kids I love them. You're in shock. When I stood up from being burned, you know, I couldn't put myself out. I prayed and he put me out. He was the only person that could have done it. And the reason he put me out is because I made it to the side yard where maybe the neighbors would see. And if I'd stayed in the back, I know I wouldn't be here today because we had a very private backyard. Worm? Did you pay to say worm? Oh, longest tape worm. I'm like, what? I can't. They didn't make that correct. Thank you. I'm like, did you longest tape said worm? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the super. I appreciate it. You never know. People are so mean on here. It's like, what is up? And that is kindness. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. Okay, going to see the doctor, not doing a whole bunch of makeup. It's daytime. Beverly Hills is not fancy, okay? The more casual you look in Beverly Hills, the more important you probably are, okay? These are the rules. If you get dressed up to go to Beverly Hills, then you're a tourist. And if you shop on Rodeo Drive, you're a tourist because the prices are inflated by 100%. Crazy inflation. Literally, I was going to buy a David Yurman bracelet. That's a $500 bracelet, and it was $1,000 at the Yurman on Rodeo. It's a beautiful place. It's fun to be there, but dang. I am so hot. You know, also, I just want to tell you, with the ColourPop foundation, I didn't tag this, but they also make a skin tint, like a foundation stick. And this is really how I discovered their foundation. This works really well when you don't want a lot of coverage, just a lighter coverage. It works really well. And it's very glowy. I use it a lot. And when I saw how good the color match was on it, I was like, oh my gosh, let me try their foundation. And I'm not looking back because foundation under $20 and perfect. The only thing you really have to do is make sure you're really well moisturized underneath and use a radiant, if you want to be radiant, use a radiant primer. Okay, I can only find one of my concealers, so we'll use it. Yes, y'all please chat about if there's stuff I'm not seeing, especially if it's about being in relationships and questions about your relationship. I know there's people in this room that can answer it for you. The answer is always you have to leave. The answer is never that they are going to get better because they're not. I waited all those years for this man to change, you know, so let me finish my story. I wake up from my coma, okay? And he's there kissing my face because, you know, he's never been questioned. They didn't even look around the house really, or they might have seen some things that I've been thinking about lately. Like there was stuff thrown on the kitchen floor because we've been arguing. I didn't remember that initially. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer, and I'm going kind of heavy on it because I don't really want to do a lot of other makeup. So I'm going to kind of just like make the skin look pretty. Sometimes I have to take a deep breath about it, you know? Like, man, just thinking about how you need to get out. He was kissing my face and telling me how much he loved me. This is also, oh, look, I found the lash I was looking for. ColourPop Pretty Fresh Setting Spray. A lot of times you see me use MAC Fix Plus, but you don't have to. You could use something like that as long as it has a hyaluronic acid in it. Much less expensive. I'm going to let it sit for just a minute because I've got time. We're not going to do any fancy eyeshadow or anything. Hey, hey, everybody. Y'all be respectful. I love y'all. I love Jesus. Thanks. Oh, all the people in the room. That's wonderful. Thank you for being here. Just please be respectful because this is a place where people can learn how to save their own life if they're in a bad situation. Okay? We're doing makeup, but we're also hoping to save lives. Okay? So be good. So what he was doing when I woke up was love bombing me. If you hear people talk about that in narcissistic abuse, the way a narcissist will come in, like in the beginning of the relationship and tell you how much they love you and you're amazing. Oh my God, I've never met anyone like you. I can't be without you. I want to be with you 24 hours a day. Let's get married. Let's move in together within a couple of months because that's what happened to me. Let's do that. Thank you all. And, oh, yes, I forgot. Will y'all please double click and do the thumbs up? I need those a lot to keep getting my feed to go out and reach people. Okay. I want to keep growing. And it's not a secret that I want 1,000,000 subs. That's my goal. Sometimes because people with differences don't get this opportunity to grow that big. And we're going to do it. We're going to change it. So I'm just dabbing this in really lightly. This is the concealer, ColourPop concealer. It is tagged in the video. And I am going a little bit heavier than I need to, well, actually than I wanted to. So we'll let it sit and then we'll remove any excess because that's only going to make these skin grafts under my eyes that look like bags, that's only going to make them more prominent. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the floating heart. Love yours. This is my real skin. These are skin grafts. My face was replaced twice after my ex set me on fire. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mad Bunny. Is that what it says? Love you, floating heart. Thank you. Thank y'all for the gifts. And I'm really getting ready to go today. I'm not just sitting around. I got to go to the doctor about getting a surgery to get rid of this thing right here. None of the surgeons, all the ENTs were afraid to do it. So my plastic surgeon is going to do it. And they're afraid because it's in this skin graft. So it's not like a big surgery, but they're afraid of the skin itself. So Dr. Monty is going to do it because he's the man. Sorry you had a sad day. We were in Atlanta when this happened, where I lived for 30 years. So I'm waking up to the love bombing. And my daughter was there, and that was so sweet, you know. It was like a good moment. I was confused. I'd been in the coma, and when I'm in the coma, I didn't know that I was in a coma. I didn't remember what happened. I didn't know why I was laying there, you know. You've been on such strong drugs, and it's just very groggy, you know, waking up. You've been in deep 2 months. Can you imagine? For 2 months, your body's been laying there, and you've been having dreams. Not dreams. You've been somewhere else. Your spirit has been somewhere else, looking for your family in this universe or whatever it is. I don't know how to describe it. It's amazing. The more I think about it, the more amazed I am by it. Isn't that good? I did not have nostrils this time last year. Like what? So that little dark spot is where they put the new skin from up here. Yeah, he's love bombing me and he's saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry. There was such a terrible accident we had. We had an accident. Not like, oh, even like if it had been an accident, wouldn't you say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I was careless. Look what I did. Because he's the one with the working the fire with the lighter fluid, right? So I would feel terrible. I'd feel guilty. But he's like, what a terrible accident we had, and that he was so sorry for the way he had treated me for so many years. And he realized, because he hadn't been beating me for all those years. He had been emotionally abusive, okay? So you have to know that emotional abuse is dangerous. That's what I like to talk about so that people know how sinister it can be and how physically dangerous it is. And then he's telling me, now almost losing you, I see how what a jerk I've been and how important you are, and I love you so much, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to treat you better from now on. I'm going to take care of you. I'm so sorry. Love bomb. But I didn't even know what love bomb meant back then. I didn't know what love bomb meant until last year, to be honest, when I started watching content about it. Because you'll stay in the shame. They'll continue to make you think things are your fault, not theirs. Because that's what it's all about with these guys, you know? Hey, Chris, thank you. I go out with makeup, without makeup a lot. I normally would not do this much makeup to go to the doctor anymore, which I think is pretty cool. I've just gotten to such a level of happiness with the way my skin is glowing. I think it's beautiful. People are like, oh my God, what happened to you? But I'm like, look at that. I just feel like it's beautiful. Look at it. Come on. You have to start a glow from underneath the makeup. There's not a foundation that can glow like this. I have to powder down my glow, and I think that's amazing. I'm so grateful for that. If you use I think I tagged the Inky List Omega Water Cream, which is a really good brand. They do simple packaging and good products inside to keep the price down. I tagged them. That works really well underneath this ColourPop foundation. So really you've got like your moisturizer, your skin prep, and your foundation for under $50 or under $40 really. I think that's important these days. And I think it's important to note there's a lot of really fancy things I like, but there's good things on every price level. The fanciest thing I use is my skincare though, Allies of Skin, and it's worth every penny. Changed my life. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Do you think I'm going to put a little bit more on my nose so that they're super impressed by how good it looks since they're the ones that did the work, you know? Yes, y'all definitely remember to subscribe and double tap. I need like thousands of those thumbs up. It doesn't hurt you to give me a double tap and help spread it, and also to subscribe. I feel like at this rate, I can definitely get to 1 million by next June. I set goals and deadlines because a goal without a plan is just a wish. This is going to be real simple. Real simple. Just go into the doctor. So let's do some contour. I'm not going to powder anything yet. I'm going to do contour to keep it simple. Contour, some liquid blush, some powder, and then maybe powder contour as most of the eyeshadow, and even in the daytime, I'm kind of sparkly, so maybe some liquid sparkly eyeshadow by Urban Decay. You'll see. It's all about the sparkle. Oh, I think I forgot to put some stuff on my lip. I normally use some Benetint, even though my lips are tattooed. This top lip isn't really a lip at all. This is a piece of skin from my lower abdomen. The only thing original to my face that has been there for 52 years is my bottom lip. Everything else is replaced. Everything else is new. Even my eyelids, everything is new. So this man love bombed me, and I woke, I had to learn to walk and talk and eat and drink again. I had to go to, physical rehab for a month, inpatient. I got a really bad infection while I was in the rehab because it was dirty. They sent me to a new one. Grady Hospital is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for the flower. Shireen, you are the monstrosity, baby. I'm going to talk back. I get lippy. The moderators are working really hard to get rid of you before I see you. My name is Tonya Meisenbach, and I was married to Donald for many years. Actually, I'm still trying to get the divorce in the courts because he dodged it. No, he's not in prison. He's in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm broadcasting this message to keep other people safe. Thank you, Notorious Nugget. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Thank you so much. We'll get into it. Like I said, he wasn't even questioned about it. And it took me many years to remember. So, you know, I wake up from the coma, kind of dab away the excess. This isn't really Benetint. This is Floratint. It comes in different shades. I'm going to put on this one because it's kind of bright, because the only thing I really want to wear today is maybe some lip liner and Fenty Gloss Bomb. I want to wear Miss Jellyfish. It's my goal. Or maybe Rose Amber. But this works really well underneath, you know. And when your lip gloss wears off, you still have something on your lip. Contour. Why didn't I call the police? I was in a coma. The police came, but they didn't question him. The police didn't help. Sashu cheek stain. I don't know if I tagged it to be shoppable in the video. I forget things. But there and here. I love it because it's liquid. You can really use this without any foundation. That's why they call it a stain, because it will stay on. I have a darker shade that I use when I want to be more dramatic. Actually, I should have put the darker shade right here. Oh, I don't know. Should I cover this up? Because I'm going to show that. Yeah, I should cover it up. You know. So yeah, I was really programmed to believe him anyway, and I needed to learn to walk and talk, and I went septic while I was in the rehab learning to walk again. Sepsis is like an infection that's in your bloodstream now, and it's very dangerous, lethal, really, but I survived. I had sepsis and pneumonia at the end, but I survived. See, I'm going under to create a shadow. I've still got this stupid lump that they're going to remove. I think you can see it. I don't think, other people are like, you can't see it, but you can clearly see like this shape here and that shape to me, you know? So I got out of the hospital and I went home with the person who set me on fire. Is that a bot that keeps saying, why didn't you call the police after I said I did? And he keeps saying why he's not in prison? Because he didn't get questioned. He didn't get arrested. He didn't get questioned. Nothing happened. And when, y'all listen now, okay? So when I got out of the hospital, at that point, I'm believing him that it was an accident. I should not have believed him. Not after all the years. Not after the way he had treated me all those years. But there's a couple of things with that. Narcissistic abuse really controls you, conditions you to make excuses for their bad behavior, number one. Number two, just because somebody is a jerk to you doesn't mean they're a murderer, right? I mean, it's hard to process when you're a good person. Can you imagine somebody on fire? I can't imagine killing anyone that wasn't trying to like kill me. I can't imagine doing that. And I definitely can't imagine squirting lighter fluid and throwing a lighter at someone, which is what he did in the end, at your wife that laid beside you and took care of you for 15 years. I still can't believe it sometimes. You know, it's just, if you're a good person, it's hard to believe the evil that people can do. And that will keep you in trouble. That's what will get you in trouble with the narcissist, because you're trying to process, like all of you asking, like, people will ask, why did he do it? And the reason is because he's a sociopath. But the reason people ask is because their mind can't understand why anybody would do something like that. People want a reason, you know, but there isn't one. It's just evil. And all narcissists are that way. You need to put, if you're with a narcissist, please put them in the same category as a sociopath or a psychopath, because they're not fixable and they are evil. You know, they are evil. They will end you. It's not, you know, emotional abuse is not, you know, fun and games at all. Not that it would be, but you know what I'm saying. It's not harmless. So I go home. I'm with my abuser. Just taking a random brush and some of the contour stain to do my nose. You don't want to put it on directly because it's too wide an applicator. It'll mess you up. You'll get too much. Remember, your eye needs to come up to your brow. My brows are glued on, by the way. I don't have brows or lashes or anything anymore. Everything you see is kind of an illusion at this point, you know? A good illusion. So I go home and, you know, I'm still learning. I'm in a wheelchair at the time. I had a feeding tube in. I couldn't really talk. I had a tracheotomy, like the thing in your throat, and a G tube, which is a tube right here, not an NG tube that goes up your nose and down, a G tube straight into your tummy. And that's how you get your medicine and your food and your water. Nothing is going down your throat. For 8 months, I didn't eat or drink anything because I had to retrain the little thing on the back of my throat to work properly again so I could swallow. Muscles are muscles, and there are actually exercises you can do for that, you know. And I make a little button nose. Again, I'm going to see the doctors that did my nose. Both doctors, the two lead doctors, there were 5, but I'm seeing the 2 lead doctors that did it today to get ready for another surgery that I wish I wasn't having, but I am. Not on my nose, but on my jaw. So I want to look cute for them. I have about an hour and 15 minutes to finish this. That should be fine because I'm not really doing anything, but I talk too much. My foundation looks really rosy today. Like, your foundation can be a perfect shade match, and your skin tone will change with things like fluid intake, sleep. People don't understand when your foundation looks just a little bit off, it is. There's actually a way to fix that we'll talk about one day. I work with a brand called Metaluso that gives pigments that are easy to work with to adjust your foundation on a day like today. Today I'm super tired and I haven't been feeling that great. Let's put some blush on, some liquid blush by Sashio. Yeah, I normally use a really bright one, but they sent me this one, super baby pink. Maybe I'll use it. The covert narcissist is, I think there's 4 different types of narcissism too. Okay, definitely. Please subscribe, watch videos. I'm doing a lot of lives, and join the community page. If you're with a narcissist, you have questions. That almost doesn't show up on me. We'll just put it there as a base because I'm going to put some on top. But that was kind of ashy on me. But it doesn't matter because we're going to put some Huda Beauty on top. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't really. I wanted a cool tone, but I didn't pick this shade. They were nice enough to send it to me. I love it, but things read differently on different skin. I have their thing. I have their lip liner stuff too. I never use that. Their lip stain, because it doesn't work on me very well, but maybe we'll try it today. Since it's just a lip gloss day, what I do need to do first is blend my blush before it sets. And I got this new brush. Somebody on another platform sent it, a seller. 100,000 people. Repher, R-E-P-H-R, the Shoto 5. brush. These are Japanese brushes. It's like maybe a $30 or $40 brush. It's supposed to be handmade. Each brush is a different length. It's supposed to be like Superior Blend. The number 5 brush is for blush and contour, so I should have used it for my contour, but I forgot. Oh, that actually is very nice. The bristles are soft, and I'm a real big brush fan. Have a long relationship with makeup brushes. I didn't have many when I was growing up because we were poor. We used our fingers back then. And then after I was burned, I had to learn to, oh, thank you. Oh, that's so cute, that kitty cat. I can't say his name. Noonie. Then after I was burned, I had to struggle to learn to hold my brushes again because my hand is numb. From here over, it's numb. So I have lots and lots of brushes for that reason. This is a nice one. This is actually lovely. Took a lot of product though. Maybe that's why it blended so well. It took so much with it. I feel like my makeup is heavier. So everything got worse actually after we got home. Thank you for the makeup brush. It's my favorite thing, Lena. Y'all don't even know when you give me the makeup brush gift. I'm like, that is so neat. All those rubies and things are awesome, and the gifts and the supers, and I just want to thank y'all very much. Even if it's going so fast that I don't see it all, it did slow it down today, and I hope it's easier for everyone. Okay, this is pretty, right? We're doing pretty skin. Thank you all. Please subscribe if you're in. Thank you for the kitty cat, Desiree. That kitty cat's cute. Thank you. Look, we're doing like legit, I want makeup artist skin today, right? Like blended, glowing, beautiful. Most of the time we don't wear cut creases and stuff. Thank you, Bristol. Who actually goes out with the cut? Anyway, there's like, I call it social media makeup, and then there's real makeup. We're going to do real makeup without filters too. Can't stand it. How do you see it? Thank you, Bristol. How do you do makeup and people are like, oh, that looks amazing, that's a filter? I don't understand. It's like delusional. Anyway, let me not get on my old lady rant because I'm 52. Thank you. I'm going to just say K because I can't say it, for the makeup brush. If you're just coming in, I'm a domestic violence burn survivor, and I'm talking about how I was sad. Laughing disco is cute. I have a disco ball like that, for real. I was talking about being set on fire by my ex, and actually we're still married, which is crazy, trying to get the divorce legalized, but being set on fire by a narcissist that I'd been with for 15 years, and then believing it was an accident, because it's hard to believe that somebody who's supposed to love you would do this to you, but that is what happened. Okay, Huda Beauty, shoot. I've got the pink pumpkin version of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Duos. There is the lighter version for fairer skin, and I use it too. But this is super bright on me. That's the original Cherry Blossom and Peach Pie. And this is pumpkin. I think it's pumpkin pie and pink, I think it's just called. And you can take them out one at a time, but I had a bunch of peach left, but I'm going to put the pink under my eye for brightness. Oh, everything's coming out. I don't know why I just opened both and said I'm going to do one. You can mix them together and make your own custom powder, which I think is really cool. I need a sponge. Can't seem to find any of my sponges. What is that? My goodness. The hair thing. I'm still not organized. I just moved into this place in July. This is a dry sponge that I'm going to tap really, really lightly on that excess concealer. Kind of wrinkle a little and get like the excess off, because that's what really accentuates wrinkles or bags or things. Get rid of it before you get the powder, and then use a fluffy brush. You can use a sponge later if you want to do a really bright under eye, but all you really need is a fluffy like highlighter brush. I'm going to go right here. And it is what it is. It's makeup, not magic. And you're not broken. You've got to learn to live with it. The thing I like least about my face is the under eye bags. There's absolutely nothing they can do about them. They're not natural to my face. It's just the way my face was reconstructed. Somebody made a mistake, and now there's a lower bleph. A lower bleph would not work because I don't have enough skin and my eyes don't close already. So I'm going to do a little pink on the eyelid. Very light. You're almost not touching it, right? So it got worse when I got home. You know, all that love bombing, and, you know, this man is literally at that point gotten away with attempted murder, basically, right? At that point he is. But he still can't be a good person because they truly can't do it. Thank you, Venus. Oh, that's beautiful. They truly can't be better than they are. Because, I mean, wouldn't you be scared? It's like, oh man, I crashed out and I did something crazy and now I'm not going to do it again. Nope, that's not what happened. He doubled down on it, which is what narcissists do, and started stealing my pain medicine. See how it's like an eraser? Do you see how blurred the lines around my mouth got? I'm going to go right here. And this is a mixture of the peach and the pink. I'm kind of going to the center of my face, right? Where I want brightness and not shininess. Everything else can be glowy, but you don't want to be shiny under here. I did my photo shoot a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't catch how glowy it was on my under eye, and I'm so upset about it. So upset. I didn't have a makeup artist. I did it myself. But you need somebody watching so they can see how it's coming out on the camera. But the makeup artist costs as much as the photographer in LA. And I do makeup, so anyway. Yeah, he started stealing my pain medicine because I didn't know he was a drug addict. And I am not one to do any type of drugs. My mother left me with my grandmother at birth, and I think obviously she was a drug addict for like my whole life. This woman was like in town, but my grandmother and grandfather raised me. But so I'm really like, I don't do drugs, you know. Y'all do the double, will y'all do the double tap, double click to do the thumbs up? And will you also subscribe? So that I can keep more people in the room. This is like my whole job. He is a demon. He is a demon. I truly believe that when people say that these guys are demons, I believe it. You know, I get it. So now we powdered it. Everything looks so pretty and blended. Let's put some powder on my brows so I don't forget. These are eyebrow wigs. This is why you see me move them. I can literally just like slide them around. This pair is super old. I need a new pair. Oh, that's so cute. I love the hot chocolate. Thank you very much. Oh, I can't even see it. It goes by so fast. Oh, love you, Jose. Thank y'all. Please sub. Please double tap. Help me out while we're watching, okay? I'm a big fan. I've done this on other platforms. I'm a big fan of building the community. Thank you, love yours. And now the community is super important to me because it's reaching people and helping save them, you know, before something happens. That's the goal. Because there were many red flags throughout the 15 years. He was, you know, manipulative, insulting, you know, I mean, flat out name calling, things like that. That's not normal. That is abuse. That's not just somebody. Oh, can y'all share the video? If y'all can share, please do. That helps a lot. I got something in my eye. And so if somebody is name calling you, gaslighting is abuse. It makes you feel like you're crazy, okay? It's part of the manipulation tactic. It's part of their control. And if they get angry because they can't control you anymore or they think you're leaving, they can be very, very physically dangerous. We see it all the time. When you see on the news or social media, whatever it is, where somebody just flipped and, took somebody out with them. I saw it recently. These guys were, there were signs that people miss, and you miss it because you don't understand it. You don't know it's abuse. You don't know it's dangerous. So that's why we're going to talk about it. Love bombing in the beginning. Right in the beginning, he wanted to move in within like a month or two. I had just gotten divorced. I was like dating because I'd never really dated. I got married really young, like when I was 23, 22. Had my son when I was 23. Had my daughter when I was 25. So all my 20s were spent like being a wife and mom. So I got divorced at 31. I'm like, okay, well, I'll date. But I didn't really want to be in a relationship. But here comes the narcissist. And he's like, oh, well, I want to be with you. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist with nowhere to live. Okay? Y'all, I love the chat that I see going. Thank you for supporting each other, that I can't see everything. If you can chat with each other and let everyone know, the answer is to reach out for help and get out safely. Don't talk about leaving. That's why it took me so long to speak about this publicly. I had to get away. I had to get to a safe place. Even though he wasn't in the house anymore, after last year, I still had to get away. Because I thought he was going to... We haven't gotten there yet, but I was in the house alone with an order for him to stay away, and he literally broke the order before the ink was dry on it. And they don't do anything about that. The court is not going to do anything about it until they harm you. So restraining order is not good to get it, but it doesn't change anything. It often makes them angry if they're this type of man. People that require restraining order don't have boundaries just by the definition. So why would a piece of paper create a boundary? Yeah, I fear it for my daughter. It actually happened to my daughter recently. She got with a guy who's clearly just like this man, but fortunately she got away. She had lived it with me for all those years, and she finally realized what it was and won't go back to him. Yeah, leave and don't talk about it. Thank you, Marzipan Mandy. Yes, if you're interested in moderating, or if you need to send me a message, please subscribe. And I think you have to subscribe to go to my community page, and you can post. That's how you can send messages. And you can post to each other. You can post about makeup. You can post about anything. You can post because you need somebody to chat with, and people will answer you, even if it's not me at first. I'm going through as many messages as I can. Let's do some bronzer because we're going to wrap it up. Bronzer. This is these are just magnets that come extra with the palette. Definitely need to clean it up. I dropped it here. I'm a mess. But I made this out of ColourPop products, like a highlighter, super pink, 2 blushes, and a bronzer. I got the palette on Amazon. It's in my Amazon shop or my Shop Me. Whatever, I have links for it. I'm so sad that I broke this eyeshadow that I'm just leaving it there because I can still use it. And I picked eyeshadow singles by ColourPop that are colors I actually use. Make your own palette, And I think it was something like all these for $24 or something, It's amazing. To recognize the signs earlier, the only step I have for you is to talk about what's happening to you, because that's the thing I didn't do. If I had told anyone that I knew that, like, my husband is disappearing 3 nights a week. He would do that, turn off, get mad at me for being mad at him, because that's the way it always starts, right? Like, you're trying to hold them accountable, and they have a temper tantrum and punish you for it and try to deflect attention. If I turn off my phone and disappear when I get home, then we're going to talk about me turning off my phone and disappearing and not what the original argument was, right? So, yeah, he would just do these things. And if I had said to my friend, like a good friend, you know, Donald keeps disappearing and it drives me nuts. I keep asking him not to, like, just talk about it. I keep begging him because disappearing really plays on my fear of abandonment that I gained from just being a child and not understanding why my mother left me with my grandmother. I had a great life. I would have had a horrible life if I'd stayed with her. I had a great life because I was with grandma, but I still didn't understand because my mother was right there. So, and he knew that they will take information like that about you and use it against you. I promise you. When they are talking to you in the beginning and are like, so tell me all about yourself. Tell me everything. Oh, yeah, I understand. I get it. My mom went through the same thing. My friend went through the same thing. They are gathering information to use against you. And he did. So I would beg, like, don't disappear. Just anything but that. It makes me nervous. It's dysregulating my nervous system. I freak out every time because I think, okay, he's out with another woman. He had an accident. All these crazy things instead of, hey, he turned off his phone again. I was just completely dysregulated. I was a nervous wreck. Smoking cigarettes like a choo-choo train. And I'm drinking wine every day. Just stuff that just wasn't the way I was living before him, you know? And it was never ending, you know? It's been 20 years, 15 years at that point, and it's getting worse. So if I just told one person, like, hey, instead of covering for him, yeah, never tell anybody your business. You really need to trust somebody to tell them your business. Just a fluffy brush and all this. Make sure you're blending everything really well. Just want to look pretty, you know? Pretty is a different word than gorgeous or beautiful or pretty. You know, it's a different thing. It's a different adjective. So I just want to look pretty. Oh no, I'm not with him. Oh my God. For a while I was. So I went home from the hospital and there he was, supposedly being still using concealer, my only caretaker. It was this man. Because my kids had just moved out of the house the month before this happened. So November of 2018, they moved out. That's another reason. I feel like he'd been thinking of doing this to me for so long. Thank you, Donna, for your makeup brush. I feel like looking back and thinking of things he said and the way he would get angry, I think he would have harmed me much sooner if the kids hadn't been in the house. As soon as they left, it's like, okay, there's no witnesses. That's what I think. Because there were things he said, and he would get angry and he tore up my office once, literally broke my desk, flipped it upside down. And it was the desk that I used to run the company, our family business. He didn't care. He just tore it up because he was mad that I was mad at him. Why don't you get over it? Get over it. Why do you keep bringing it up? It's in the past. And it's like yesterday, or literally maybe it's 2 weeks before. It's in the past. Get over it. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You're crazy. Get help. You can't get over it because it's always about you. They never do anything wrong. Well, you don't break up with him because you're already in a trauma bond, which is insidious. You know, it's not that easy. And that's why you need to tell someone, because you wouldn't break up with them either. Once you're in, you're in. And now, every time he breaks you, even though you're angry, you feel like the only person that can fix you is him. So you're looking, a trauma bond is truly looking to the person who broke you to fix you because you don't know anything else. You're isolated from people too. You're not telling your friends what's going on. You're not telling your family. You've probably lost a lot of your friends and family by this point because of things they've done and said and told you, lies that they've told them and vice versa. I did not realize for years he was telling me lies about people in the business and that he was telling them lies about me. Because I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Why would they have a problem with me? And I'm sure they were thinking, why would she have a problem with me? But they do that. They triangulate. And so you don't just walk away. If you can do it, wonderful. But if you feel like you can't do it, either way, tell somebody they can help you walk away. And understand that these things, thank you so much, Aiden. Thank you for all the gifts, y'all. And please double click so I can get all the thumbs ups. I need a bunch of them, and I have to get off soon to go see the doctor, go to my appointment. I have to get off by 2:30. Everyone just tuning in. Sometimes you're gonna have to go back to like the content that I posted, like subscribe. Because I know it's so shocking. It's like, why isn't he locked up? Well, because the police didn't investigate. They believed him. God dang it, son of mine. They believed him, and then I believed him that it was an accident. Even though as soon as I got home, he was like stealing my pain medicine. Within a month, I knew he was stealing my. Thank you, Blackwood Ghost. Thank you so much for the super, and hi to you. Thank you so much. I have a big contact on, y'all, so I know you can't do this with a normal eye. I have a hard contact on the size of like a nickel. And there's like a hair that's going to drive me nuts. And it's going to get in my eyelashes when I put them on. My lips, the only thing I have on them right now is, isn't it pretty? This is Flora Tint. I have tattooed lips and permanent makeup because my top lip isn't a lip. And then I just have on Flora Tint. It's like Benetint, but a different shade. And I'm going to line it with brown liner and put on some like Fenty Gloss Bomb, and that's going to be the look. Because I'm going to the doctor. I'm wearing sweats. I can't go in like looking crazy. But, the doctors are like very handsome in Beverly Hills, so you're like, hey, I'm kidding. Honestly, they have to screen the women that are trying to get in for an appointment just so they can get naked in front of the doctors. Some of the most eligible bachelors in Beverly Hills, and Dr. Monty is. It's insane. If you look up Dr. Mark Monty, he's the guy that does all the stars in Beverly Hills. He doesn't advertise. He does amazing work, though, because this nose is unbelievable for somebody who had no nostrils. Go back and look at the pictures of me. I don't have my iPad today. So I think the only thing we're going to do on my eye is basically this. I'm looking for a brown to like drop kind of into the corner a little. Or maybe I don't even need that. Maybe I'll just do, and I'm going to drop a little brown right here, and then I'm going to get my Urban Decay Sparkles, and that's going to be it. Because I want it to look extra like Burn Beauty, but not crazy. I got to show up like Burn Beauty. Got to give them what they expect. So yeah, and I've got my Patrick Ta Major Dimensions. You can tell that I use this baby a lot. These are super, super pigmented. So be careful with the color you choose and how much you put on the brush and how hard you touch. Be careful. I've had this for like a minute and it just doesn't wear out. I'm just making a little shadow right here. Just do your makeup like you're drawing. Like you're drawing. It doesn't need to be much. This is it. Yeah, he is a monster and he's still around. I'm still dealing with it. I'm really triggered lately, y'all. I've been very responsive to like the trolls and the rude comments because I'm back in a situation trying to get the divorce finalized. And it puts you back into the cycle of abuse because they're going to use money or whatever to control you again. And that's where I've been. You know, he's got me struggling. He knows I'm struggling financially because of him, because we need to sell a property. And he enjoys that. So I have to kind of like let it go. Yeah. Greater than less than. So yeah, be light with the breath. You know that one lady, Erica Taylor, is like, just a tip. Just a tip. Just a tip. Which I think is hilarious. But anyway. If you don't know her, Erica Taylor, she's a makeup artist that gives tips for like women over 40, right? Like, what are you doing with your makeup? You can't do the same. We can't, listen, you can't ever tell me that 2016 makeup is wrong, but you do have to update your stuff a little as your face is changing, right? You got to update at least some things. I really didn't want to get that high. I really did not want to do this much, but it'll be fine. I always go further than I want when I'm doing makeup because I get lost in my mind. I just love it. This is the way I relax, especially after I was burned. I couldn't hold my makeup brushes, clean brush. So I would just sit and it would be so frustrating to learn to hold them again. And, but I did because anything you want to do badly enough, you'll do. I haven't done ASMR makeup, but I would. I have an agent now that's an inclusive modeling and talent agent called ZBD Talent, ZBD. They are international and they represent people with visible differences and disabilities, and they really have a lot of contacts with big brands, and they have people walking in Fashion Week. My darn passport expired, so the biggest thing I need to do right now is renew my passport and get a California license first, though. So I want to be sure that I get to go to like Fashion Week if I qualify. Video buffering too much? Really? I wonder if that's because I put it in slow mode. The messages are, the comments are on slow mode. This is what I was afraid of if I put it on slow mode. So y'all, moderators, let me know. Actually, I just saw that. That's going to be a thing. Thank you, Leslie, for joining Priority. Shout outs. Thank you for joining as a member. We are going to do some member only lives. I'm just getting started doing lives again. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for double tapping for the things. At least get to 1,500 before I get done with the likes. I really love letting the algorithm know, like, this is important. Talking about makeup and talking about the way we were treated by men is important. The video is kind of slow. It slowed down for a minute on my end, but I never ever trust my internet service at Spectrum. And being in California, nothing works right. Like, I didn't even have a phone signal at the old house. It was crazy. They don't update stuff in California because the earthquakes probably just knock it down anyway. All right, I'm pulling out a whole tray. Sparkle, baby, sparkle. Because we're pretty much done. Sparkle, baby, sparkle. I do not want to show up to the surgeon's office looking crazy in my sweats and full glam. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, moderators, for being so kind. I can't see everything and do makeup at the same time. I'm putting a little dot of just brightness, little highlight on the inner corner. They're going to think, normally I just get a shower and put on my clothes to go to these appointments. But now, Mama's back, you know. Dr. Monty is going to be like, what? Plus, I really want to impress him because I want him to do some extra work today. I hope he's not watching. I need to get this done, but I want to get some extra work done, so y'all pray for me. I'll tell you what it is later. I don't want to mess it up. You know, you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. Took that from something I watched recently. Urban Decay, these little sparkles make me happy. This is their liquid liner. Let me see if I can hold it all. And I think I'm going to pick this one because I want to use Miss Jellyfish today. This one is called something I can't read. Listen, I'll tag it later. There's 6 of them. I don't have my glasses. This one, I think it's called Space Cowboy or something. That's pretty. Thank you for subbing. Y'all please sub. The gold. This one I wear all the time. It's like a duochrome with peach and gold. I love that one. I think it's called I think this one is called Sunshine Tax. And Sunshine Tax. I have a pet. My doggy's being a good boy right now. Don't mention him. He's got a real attitude when Mama's working. Here's the others. I've never tried this one. That one seems darkish. Then there's the gold. Do you see them all? You can put them on top of shadow, but I like to just use them by themselves when I like want to be me, but not too much. You shake it. Oh, I forget. This isn't a lip. This is an eyeshadow. And you need to shake it straight up and down. Thank you for the makeup brush. I tagged them. They're tagged in the video. I know they are. There's a variety of different colors. There's 6 of them. This is my job. Technically, I'm permanently disabled. I still have troubles with balance and exhaustion, fatigue. The reason you shake it straight up and down, because you need to get it on this little tiny brush, okay? And the brush is really all you need to apply it. And you can layer it, and it's like not a lot. I don't know if I like the color I picked. I think the color is going to be nice with Fenty Miss Jellyfish. Have y'all used it? Or I might not even do Miss Jellyfish. I might do Rose Amber, like the Riri combo. Yeah, you can cross-use them, definitely. You can, as long as a product is rated safe for ocular use. So generally something for your eye can be used on your lip, but not everything for your lip can be used on your eye, so be careful of that. But this is truly an eyeshadow. I don't know how much to put. Shake up and down. You can layer it. Obviously, you can put it on top of another shadow, but I'm going to the doctor, okay? You generally don't need to use any other brush with these. It did make a bright sparkle, didn't it? That's pretty. I blend it together. And they dry kind of hard. You can do another layer if you want. You're contouring and bronzing. Contouring and bronzer makes such a difference. Just don't go easy on the contour. Be intentional with the contour. It will aid you. If you don't want to look gaunt, you want to look like beautiful. Okay, we're done. We're going to do some eyeliner. Oh, shoot. I really wanted to use black liner, but let me see. Which one of these did I use? I'm going to keep it out and like this one, right? In case I want to put more on. Y'all double tap. Thank you. I love doing live. It's really helping me out. It's hard for me to create long form YouTube content because I don't know a lot about how to shoot it. I don't know a lot about editing. I will be doing more once I get to a point where I'm earning enough that I can get an editor. But this really helps me because then it posts as a long form. So I encourage you to try it if you're getting into YouTubing, and because you got to get those watchable hours, right? I was not going to use black today. I really was going to use brown because I love brown eyeliner, but I just got a new Urban Decay. Look, I'm on Urban Decay today. I didn't even mean to do that. Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner. These are on sale for like 50% off recently, so I bought some because I don't buy a lot of makeup because I get sent so much makeup and I don't want to be wasteful. But I love this because it's super easy to apply. And remember, when you're doing your liner, y'all, you can make small motions instead of trying to do the one long one, especially if you have limited dexterity in your hands like I do. This hand, you see how gnarly the knuckle is right here because it's been numb for 7 years. So is this. So you can use this. There are other products that I use if you want to use a gel liner, but why not just use the pencil? And just do it. Look, you don't need perfectly straight lines. God doesn't make straight lines. You don't need them. You don't need them. You need to act. Look at the difference it makes. Because I don't have lashes, I want to get my eyeliner tattooed really badly. I don't know if it's going to actually happen, but I hope not. No, I'm right-handed. I ambidextrous for some things. Most things right-handed. Okay. I don't want to do much. We're going to the doctor. I want to make sure that I get a lift in my eyes, so going out to the side a little is super important. I'm not trying to do a wing, but I'm trying to make sure that the liner goes out. Do you see the difference in the lift? Just by putting a little right here, okay? And then just finish it off. You don't want it to look crazy, but you don't have to do. I don't want a wing today. I'm going to do some pretty dramatic lashes because that's something I always do. Isn't that pretty? Do you see the lift, lift, lift? Keep your contour up. The blush is going to stay high. Lift, lift, lift. Don't get gaunt down here in the... Don't get down here. I'm actually a little low on mine. Don't get down here. That just reminded me. I need to powder it too. Okay, let me do my other liner, and then we'll bake some of that. Just a little. See, everybody thinks it's a lip combo, and I'm only wearing my Benetint. This is what I'm going to wear under my lip gloss today. It's a lip stain. And this is Floratint, which is a different shade of Benetint. And the liner is from my lip tattoo. So I have nothing on my lips right now other than tattoo and stain. And the tattoo is what makes my top lip look like a lip because it's not. So yeah, please talk. If I had talked to someone, they would have told me how crazy everything was. And they would have pointed out how not like myself I was and how unhappy I was, how anxious, how miserable, how every day I was working so hard. And at the end of the day, I just want to open a bottle of Pinot Grigio, you know, because I can't deal with whether or not he's even going to come home. Because he's always done something that I'm always angry about, and he wants it to be that way so that he has freedom to disappear. He has an excuse to disappear. Now, do you see how that eye just came up? Because there's a lift on the liner right there. See how it looks younger, and it's not a wing? It's just making sure to go out instead of down, right? And there's no perfection to it. It's just a little thing. 'Cause I have a big wrinkle right there. Grady. There it is. It's up. He is my ex. Well, we're still married technically because he's a narcissist and he's been delaying the actual divorce proceedings. But he is my husband of 15 years. Well, now at this point we've been married 21 years because we're still legally married. No, not 21. We got married in 2008. 16, do the math. 16 years, 17 years. God. So anyway, he set me on fire after we had been together 15 years. We had been married 10 years at that point, and we had just renewed our vows in the French Alps. So you see, even with all that anxiety and problems that he caused me, I still thought I was living the dream because I had things. And then every time he did something wrong, he comes back and love bombs. And I'm like, man, it's just hard. I've got to work for my marriage. It's just hard. No, love is not hard. You do not have to work for it. Love is kind. Love is gentle. Love is not hard. You don't need to be fighting for it every day. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Are y'all heating up the tip of the eyeliner? Oh my gosh. We used to get those Wet n Wild liners for $1. I don't even know if they were $1. I think they were. And you had to use your lighter to heat it up. No, just get the Urban Decay tattoo liner. It's normally about $25. I got it on sale half price for like Black Friday. You know, buy your makeup if you have a brand you like. Stock up when it's on sale because it's always going to be on sale for something, especially this time of year. I am 52 years old. Yes, patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. Amen. Y'all double clicking. I find the motivation to keep going, y'all, because I feel like I'm finally in my purpose. I always felt kind of like a fish out of water, especially the years I was with him. It's like I wanted to do things like charity things. Like I always wanted to build a house with Habitat for Humanity, and I wanted to do things that I didn't have time to do. I had to work. I had kids that are fortunately from my first marriage. They're not his kids, thank God. I do not have to co-parent with him. And they're grown. My daughter is 27, my son's 29. But anyway, I always wanted to do these things, and I couldn't do them. I had to work. What is wrong with me and these lashes? I'm trying to put glue on the lashes and then lay them down to the side. Normally I put it on before I do my liner, but I forgot. I'm putting on a good amount because I have no lashes at all for these to go on top of. So I've got a good amount. This is Cardani. It's dirty with makeup. Sorry, Cardani lash glue. And the lashes, I'm just reusing some that I get on Amazon. It's a fox eye. Super dramatic, super pretty. It's good for my eye shape. But yeah, so I feel like I'm in my element now. I always loved doing makeup, but as my career, I was a paralegal because that's what I needed to do. I wanted to move to LA when I was 18. Me and my girlfriend dreamt of it because I grew up in a really small town in North Carolina called Pufftown, like tiny town. And I wanted a bigger city. I wanted things to do. I was watching TV and I felt like I needed to be in a bigger city. So we're going to move to LA when we turn 18, but we got to be 18 and we didn't have any money. So we're not moving to LA, right? I don't know how I lose everything. That's like literally supposed to be right in front of me. Like the sponge I used, gone. Like it never existed. Gone. I'll use my stands out brush. It looks super dirty. It does need to be washed, but these are designed to be used without any water. I got the Huda Teach. And come right here because I don't want that to stay deep like that. It's the Huda that I always tag. Just brighten it up a little. Yeah, the individual lashes will stay on. I just don't have any lashes to attach them to. If you have trouble putting on lashes, it's because you're not letting the glue get tacky. I just put the glue in those lashes and we're not going to mess with them. We're going to leave them alone. You can find something to do. Finish your makeup. The worst thing that can happen is it gets too dry and you just have to put a little bit more on there. The best thing that can happen is it's going to go on like a magnet. Your lashes are going to go on like a magnet. And I think doing the individuals, you can wear them for a week, right? I haven't even gotten divorced yet. The divorce is still out there, and I would never even date a man again. I'm done. That was my second marriage. I am done. 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 I am so happy. I spent most of my life married, and I'm so happy now, just doing whatever I want to do. For me, it's 2:02, and I need to be ready to go by 2:30 because I need to do stuff for my dog, and my ride is coming to pick me up. I don't have a car here. My ride is coming to pick me up at 3 to go to Beverly Hills by 4 to see the doctors, to ask them to do additional work. I have to get a surgery right here for this cyst because it gets infected and it's deep in there. It's not cancerous, thank goodness. But I want to get some extra work done that I really need so I can model. But I can't see remarrying for me. I don't want to date. I eat what I want when I want. I go to bed when I want. I go where I want. I decorated my house with flowers and everything I wanted. There was no negotiation. And I've never had that because I got married so young. And I went from my grandmother's house straight to my first husband's house. And then I had kids. So I always had somebody in the house to think about other than myself. You know? Thank you. Yeah, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Remember it, write it down. Have a happy life. Subscribe. If you're in here, subscribe. There's more to come. This isn't a one-off live. I'm here to stay. I really love YouTube as a live platform. I will eventually get a second device so I can dual stream some. But if you're on that other platform with the lives, you can also be on here just for me. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because here is nicer to me. It's less, there's less discrimination by the platform itself. There's good things, you know. Have a blessed day, Robert. Thank you for subbing. Please sub before you go. We're almost done. We're just going to put on lashes. This brow is driving me nuts. I know if I mess with it, I'm just going to be less happy. My brows are glued on. They're my lashy brows. I don't know if they have them in stock. Ever since the tariffs, there haven't been very many of them around. Hard to get them. Should I put on more eyeshadow? I don't think so. I feel, well, maybe so. So yeah, I wanted to move to LA when I was 18. My dream. But I didn't live that dream. You know, like, it wasn't meant to be until now. I've got contacted by the organization to see if I wanted to come and get free reconstructive surgery in Beverly Hills. Yes, right? But it's because they saw me doing a video for Allies of Skin that I did in last year, and it was viral. So they saw me, and I hadn't publicly announced that this was the result of domestic violence because I couldn't talk about it publicly. There's lots of people that knew. It wasn't a secret, but I couldn't announce it to the public on my platforms because I wasn't in a safe place. You know, you have to be in a safe place or they will come for you. They will, you guys call it crash out. You know, they're going to lose it and come for you. And, you know, this gave me the opportunity to get away. And then I realized it gave me the opportunity to live the dream that I dreamt when I was 18. I get to do exactly what I wanted. It's just now I get to do it. I'm doing it at the age of 52 when I'm more qualified to do it. You know, yeah, I can do makeup, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it the way I used to at the, you know, like at a, not doing it like at a mat counter. I'm doing it here. And I hope it's helping people want to do their, it's not that I want you to do makeup particularly. Not everybody wants makeup. I want you to take the time to care for you, whatever it is, skincare, bath time, walking time, whatever it is, you time. That's what I hope for people because I never had that, ever. And if you want to know more about my story, please check my page. Please sub and check my page. If you want to message me, the awesome feature, the community feature is so amazing. The kids are good. I'm so glad they're older. The kids were mad at me. My daughter was really mad at me, and I didn't understand why. I was like, I didn't do this. He was doing this to me. But the way she saw it is you were accepting it, and it made my life chaotic. I didn't even think of that because it was always me and angst, always an argument. I'm afraid to use this. This is the Huda Beauty blush lighter, and I've used every one of them except this one. This one is baby pink, and it might not work out for me, but I'm going to give it a whirl because I'm just going to the doctor. I love this one, Roseberry. This is really pretty on darker skin. And I love the peach, but that's not what we're doing today. Hey, Big Red Diva. No. Big Red Diva. Which hairstylist? Not, you're not Jen. You're, is that Chanel? Are you Chanel? No, you're not Chanel. Are you Chanel? Girl, good to see you. Chanel, you did the, was it you? You started, I hadn't really worn weaves until the year that I got burned, and that weave saved my life because of the cornrows and the hair burned off instead of my scalp. So I do have hair. I have a full head of it that I need to get done right now to be a model. I need to be able to wear my natural hair, and right now it's just a mess. It's just growing. It's just, but yeah, that saved me. Yeah, 2 months. No, I'm not going to sell real estate anymore. I'm going to follow my dreams. I'm here. Oh, I forgot my lashes. I always forget my lashes. So, I'm here, and my dream was like, I'm going to be a star somehow. That's, you know, that's the silly dream I dreamt when I was a kid, but I guess it wasn't so silly. Because now I'm doing this, and I have my agent, and I know big things are coming because I just got on the agent's roster. And ZBD has really big connections. I mean, Anthropology and Gucci and things like that, Target, they have big clients. And when these clients want inclusive talent, I think this is too dry. And I'm going to have to add glue, pretty sure. Because I forgot. But that's a good example. And I think it's down. Okay, it was really close to too dry. It should look clear. The glue starts bluish, and it should look clear. I think there's a hair in it. I can't see where the lip. I'm blind as a bat. But do you see how it works when the glue is ready? Do you see how frustrating it is if your eyes have been, if your corneas have been burned? But I can't complain because I'm not blind, you know? Yeah, I want to be a star. So I just got on the roster. It took me months after I signed with them to be able just to save the extra money to get the photo shoot. So frustrating, but that's because of him. Because I don't have savings, because I don't have a settlement, because the property is not, you know what I mean? That's why. So I feel very nervous because I'm 52, I'm disabled, I'm in LA, I have my own place. For the first time in my life, I've never had a place with only me because I had kids so young. So it's all you know, it's scary. So, but Big Red Diva, you got to make sure it doesn't stick to your, the reason I'm spraying my tweezers is just to make sure, I don't have any water, it's just to make sure it doesn't stick to it. You pull it right back off. And you can use your fingers. Yes, we can thrive past it. And you know, that my burns were not an accident. He set me on fire. I thought it was an accident. And I did go on. You know, I was determined to go on even when I thought it was an accident. And I'm glad that like God put that in my heart because that's what's saving me now. Where would I be? What would I do? I don't have family. I have a cousin in North Carolina who's like a brother, but my grandparents passed away many years ago. You know how easy lashes are if you just let the glue get tacky, babies? Exactly. I just plonked that eyelash right on and it stuck because the glue is tacky. And then I have some time to press on the band with the other end. Never the lash. Don't squish your lashes, but tap the band down. And you can, if I was putting this on somebody else, I'd be using my fingers, right? Push it on there. Get it on the right way. And before you leave, make sure you, once they're good and set, make sure you fluff them up because I guarantee you one side is riding low. Half the time I forget. Y'all remember if you see me and my eyelashes riding low, be like, girl, she forgot. We still have to tight line, which means put some liner underneath here, and we're basically done. Lashes are easy if you just don't fight with them. Don't fight with them. Let the glue get sticky. How long was that? Probably 5 minutes from the time I laid them down to the time I put them on. My eyes look nice. That color really popped my eyes, didn't it? Pop the hazel eyes. Talk about being stable some more. Talk about being what? Stable? Is that what you meant? Double tap to like. Do you hear what you say? Can y'all keep double tapping? Is that the problem? I don't know how it works, y'all. So y'all got to help me out. If double tapping gives a like, will y'all do that for me? That's what I need to start happening. It doesn't have to be all crazy like other platforms where you just sit tapping the whole time. And a lot of you might be watching on the big screen because I watch YouTube on my TV almost exclusively. And now when we're streaming vertically, it also streams horizontally for us. If you're a creator, you can stream horizontally and it'll present vertically and vice versa now. And I think that's really excellent because I watch on TV. Okay, we're almost done. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to put this blush on. I'm going to use that brush again. It's really for liquid brush, this new Shoto 5 brush I got, but I want to see how it works with this. This is a creamy powder by Huda Beauty. It's called Blush Lighter. It's super glowy because my look today is like not too much, but glowy everywhere because I love that. Yes, Chanel from Baton Rouge. I know. Yep. That Blowout and Beauty Bar was the first place I came and got extensions because I wanted to grow out my natural hair. I didn't want to have a relaxer anymore. Now, I'm going to get a relaxer because I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's a lot of work. The Urban Decay eyeshadow is tagged in the video. I don't know how you shop it. I don't know if it's below the video or if there's a little cart you click on, but use the link. At least put it in your cart through the link that I tagged it on because these are excellent, especially for the holidays. And they're pretty. Hey, Queen Unicorn. Burned Beauty. I'm a burn survivor. My whole face got burned. I got set on fire and my whole face got burned. And it My whole face had to be replaced. That brush doesn't really do much with the cream. It's only for liquid, but it might be exactly what I want because I don't want it too much of this because this is very bright. This could easily read very ashy on me. So I got set on fire and my face has been replaced twice. Okay, that is a nice brush. I'm a brush fanatic. This one is nice. The Shoto brushes, this is the number 5 for blush and contour. I got it from the Clock app seller. They sent it to me. And that's really lovely. That's an easy blend. There's something special about it, like all the bristles are a different length or something. And I didn't think it was going to be anything I would rave over, but I do like it. So yeah, my face got replaced twice and I am blessed. I've been blessed my whole life, even though it's been hard. I've been blessed and I didn't know it. Even though I got set on fire, then I have the best burn surgeons that saved my life in Atlanta, Georgia. That burn unit is insanely good. And I got lucky that I was near it because I was very close to not being here anymore. Throughout that 2 months, they really struggled to keep me alive. When you go back and look at the medical records, I'm fortunate to have had them. And then I'm fortunate to have had the skill of doing makeup because I'm disabled. There's no way I could work an office job. I'm going to be exhausted when I get done doing this. And I'm trying to rebuild my stamina and everything. You know, I did a workout yesterday I didn't think I could do. Just things are getting better. And it's just a blessing. And to get to live the dream. Thank you, lovey dovey. Yeah, these are fox eyelashes from Amazon. They are tagged. You need to sub and go to my community page. I tagged them. There's some on here on the YouTube shopping, but they're from Temu, and I can't tell you that it's the same. Just get them on Amazon. But I tagged my looks on my community page and on my Shop My page. So there's links if you just sub. But these are called Russian fox eyes. But the brand is like kind of no brand. You know what I mean? You just find the right one and keep ordering it. This is pretty. Let's do the blush lighter part, okay? Let's do the fancy part. You ready? The impressive part, because all we have left now is just some lip liner and lip gloss. What's wrong? Your messages are faint? What do you mean? Lily Rice, I see it. Thank you. People talk about my aura. I think that's cool. I want to know more about that. I have all my crystals and I read my Bible and I have my crystals. Oh, wait, stop. Stop everything. We're not talking about, oh my God. That was one little sweep of the highlighter part. And with the blush lighter, you just really put it on. Go over the whole thing. Okay, the brush is excellent and that is gorgeous. It makes it very easy to blend it. That's so pretty. I think my lash is coming off. Oh, don't let me forget the tight line. I don't want to go out. I hate it when I get in the car and then I look in the rearview mirror and I see that I didn't tight line. I rarely do my lower. I rarely line my lower because it's, do you see the redness right here? That's actually the inside of my eye pulling out. So I don't mess with it. And I have the big eyes. I don't like to do it. Sometimes I will. Rarely will I do it. Rarely. It makes my eyes look smaller. And I like to live in the bigness of them. When I had to get a revision of this one last year when I got to Beverly Hills, and the Beverly Hills oculoplastics doctor is like, so have you always had big eyes? Because they have surgery where they can make your eyes smaller. And I thought, what a crazy thing that would be. Yes, I'm big-eyed. In the South, we say we're big-eyed. Yes, I am. I don't mess with them. I don't think that we need to use makeup to fix anything because we're not broken. I think we use makeup to enhance our the things. And because for so many years I was trying to fix myself, like I want to look like that person's nose or this, and now I just want to make me pretty. Excellent brush by Shoto 5. And I am not playing with this highlighter. Blush lighter by Huda. Can you see it? Oh my God. Baby pink. I'm almost done. Welcome in if you're just coming in. Can you please double tap so I can get lots of likes? Today I did a true get ready with me because I'm going to see my plastic surgeon. These guys have changed my life by doing, you know, by doing amazing surgeries for free. And I had a place to live in their house for like 6 months. So that allowed me to get away from the guy who's not in jail anymore. Oh, that does have a sharpener on the end, by the way. This Nabla gel pencil. I need to tight line. Let's open it. I get it on my, I'm wearing these giant contacts, so I just kind of swipe it on there. It doesn't bother my eye ever. You need to be careful when you're doing it. Tight line under the lash so you see darkness. Yeah, I'm going to keep it big-eyed. They gave me this free surgery, and they give me nanofat injections. It's something Dr. Mani does, and he has a very special way of doing it. Nanofat, they take some fat from like your abdomen or your thigh or whatever, like liposuction, while you're in surgery. They can do it in office too, but I would not be down for that. But they take the fat and then they do it in a syringe and they remove the fat from the syringe and only leave the liquid behind from the fat. And those are the stem cells. And then they take the stem cells and inject them all over your face. And the difference that is made for me is insane. I am healing. I am regenerating. I am a burn survivor. I was set on fire by my husband. My face got replaced with skin from my lower body. And I feel pretty, oh, so pretty. And it always throws me off that people are shocked. I'm still trying to get over that because I hadn't been doing lives for a while. And I'm just looking at myself and I'm like, oh my God, I'm almost normal again. And then people come and they're like, oh my God, what happened to you? And it's a reminder that I'll never look like the way I used to. And it's also a reminder that I'm glorious the way I am. I don't need to look the way I used to. Maybe this is my strength. This is what allows me to do what I always wanted to do in Hollywood, right? That blush lighter, y'all should just buy it. They're always pretty. That is so pretty. Just buy it. I rarely say that. I've been using this for probably 3 weeks ever since I got it. And I'm not that person to keep using the same one. I just can't stop because I love highlighter so much. And the way this does it is so ethereal. So ethereal. So ethereal. Extra powder. Got extra powder. My forehead is kind of shiny. Not enjoying my forehead right now. Yep. Looks like a headlight. I think it's pretty. I enjoy doing this. I think I'm going to get ready with me's more often because I'm doing more and taking some time to take care of myself before I run around and do what I need to do for the day. This is ColourPop lip liner. It's brown. I don't know what color. I use them so much that I wear the name off. Super creamy lip liner. And you see how far my bottom lip comes down, but the skin graft got on top of it, so it makes it look so much smaller. The lady's been trying to tattoo this part to make it lighter, like make it pinker, but it just keeps going brown. I don't know if I'm going to get any more tattoos right now. I'm wanting to, but I don't know if it's possible. I'm definitely, y'all need to pray. I need good energy for these surgeons to tell me that they can do what I'm wanting them to do. Because I have like skin grafts and scars like all over, and I kind of want to, my boobs are too big. They got to go. I'm just going to tell y'all. I'm going to put it into the universe. These dudes got to go. How am I going to model with this? I mean, it's got to go. I can't even fit in things. Hurts my back. I've been waiting about a month to ask the doctor to do this because he's been out of town. He travels the world doing live surgeries and teaching people his techniques. I've got like $1 million nose, literally. You know, pray, pray, pray. Pray that he says he'll do it, and then I'll get the surgery scheduled probably at the end of the year when people travel and nobody else wants to do surgery. You know, that's a good time to get in with guys that are donating their time. They usually don't travel. They travel year-round to, I'm using the end of this because I don't have time to look for a brush. They travel year-round working, you know, if they're teaching other people their techniques. So they stay in town and they'll do surgeries. Like, I think I had a surgery on December 29th last year. Crazy. I never had doctors want to do that. But I just really want it. I really want to model, y'all. I really have had this goal for a long time of walking the runway, and I can see it. It's like right there right now, you know? I can see it happening. I'm losing weight. I gained so much weight when I was depressed. You know, if you're with a narcissist, you're going to gain weight. You're going to, like, my skin broke out. I was miserable. I had aches and pains. You can develop diseases like lupus and Crohn's from being with a narcissist because it affects you that much physically. You know, it affects you that much. The little highlighter, random highlighter, because I don't have time to play right now. Tip of my nose. Got to get ready so I can let my doggy go outside and give him a treat, let him go potty. So I'll be gone for a little while. It's pretty. If you contour, don't forget to highlight. I'm not a fan of the no highlighter. That's crazy to me. We'll spray it down in a minute. Everything will look a lot less shiny. My forehead is too shiny. I just said that, Paula. I just said that. I'm like, what the heck? You know what? Do you know how amazing it is to have to fight to get your skin to stop shining and glowing? I don't have to add the glow, but I'm not going to dim my light. Don't y'all be out here trying to dim my light. I fight to keep the glow down because I have such good skincare. You can put a little. I'm looking for some e.l.f. No, there it is. I don't know why. Somebody's got to come over. Mitzi, you need to come here and help me. This is crazy. I can't remember anything, y'all. I mean, I can't remember anything. It's like a menopause thing or something. I don't think this Laura Mercier is going to do the trick. This is a finishing powder, but it's very luminous. I was looking for the e.l.f. finishing powder, which is like cheap, but maybe I'll finish it. I like to do finishing powder before setting spray. I don't want to lose any glow. All right, we're just going to spray it. Hell with it. If we don't find the elf, we're just not doing it. I'm just going to sparkle, baby, sparkle. Oh, sparkle. Sparkle. Let's do some setting spray. Since I did everything ColourPop. Oh, gotcha. Since I did everything ColourPop. Hey, Brenda. You have the Laura Mercier powder. I love the Laura Mercier, especially when I'm going to do a red carpet. It has such a nice ethereal glow everywhere. And this elf is, I don't know if I can get rid of the shine. This is truly me. That's truly me glowing through that. So you know what? If the little God, if God said let that be, baby. This is the ColourPop setting spray. Yeah, keep the glow. It's only shiny because of the light. It's not like I'm going to have stage lights outside. I'll take a picture when I go outside so you can see the difference in our outdoors makeup and our social media makeup, you know, like what it really looks like is super important. Finishing with a filter drives me nuts, just so y'all know. I do not use a beauty filter. They're crazy. How can you see what the makeup really looks like? Not fair. God has definitely got me. And I'm done on time. It's 2:33. My jewelry is from lots of places. I have it tagged also on my community page, but mostly Amazon. Like these are Amazon. They're just brass too. I have some silver ones, but obviously I mix my metals. So I have sterling silver ones, and then I have these that come as a set. And they're brass, and I've had them on for a few weeks, never taken them off, and they're fine. They look great. This I got from Ross Simons. I have it tagged. This is Amazon. The butterfly was a gift from Mitzi, and it's from, I always forget, is it James Avery, Texas jeweler? I've been wearing it ever since she gave it. Yep. See, your autoimmunity. They are energy vampires. They are not with you because they love you. They are with you because they can't be like you, and they actually hate you for that. But by being near you, it can, let me speed up there's not many people in the room, but by being near you, they can like be like you, you know? People think they're kind because they are, how did I do slow mode? That's ridiculous. I turned on, now I don't know how to turn on slow mode. Because they're with you, people think they're good too. But eventually they just break. Like, I like to get certifications and things. Like, I became a personal trainer many years ago. I was already a paralegal, but I got a personal trainer certification. Like, went to a college and got the certification through ACE, the American Council on Exercise. And he made fun of me. This is early in the relationship. He was like, oh, well, maybe I should go be a lifeguard. And I didn't really get it. I was like, oh, well, maybe it is dumb for me. Maybe I'm too old to do that. But I always worked out. You know, I was never naturally thin, so I'd been exercising it my whole life. And he made fun of that. And that's a sign, you know, that's a red flag. Hey, Abel Avery. Thank you. I'm going to the plastic surgeon. I want them to see how good I look because they are responsible for, they're partially responsible for this glow with the stem cell injections that I get. The other part is using good skincare. No matter what the surgeons do for you, you got to take care of yourself at home. My eyes are watering. They get dry. At least I sprayed it already because that would make me mad right there. They just naturally water. That's another reason I don't do my lower line. It just irritates me. I used to wear false lower lashes, but then my eyes changed so that if I put glue there, it's so painful because of the way they're turning out. Skin grafts continue to change and they tighten and they shrink, and I wish I had Big Red Diva here to fix this wig. Girl, she can do some things. I don't do hair, Big Red Diva. I've learned to put on a wig though. And it's down with lace bond. I just haven't learned to like pluck things. Yeah, I'm gonna put on lip gloss. Definitely. The whole look is inspired by Miss Jellyfish by Fenty. This is supposedly a wig brush that some brand sent me. Don't use a regular brush on your wiggy. And I was going to style it, but I don't have time to curl it, so it's just going to have to be this. And it doesn't matter because I'm wearing workout stuff anyway. I'm wearing yoga pants and a black t-shirt. Thank you so much, Heather. Lipstick smoking fetish? Yeah, they tried to change. Oh my God. He made fun of that. And then after I got burned, before I remembered that he did it on purpose, I got a life coaching certification. And I thought that was amazing because I had just gotten burned a couple of years before. A couple of years before, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't write, I couldn't see. And then I studied for a few months and got a life coaching certification because in order for me to get here, I had both life coaching and therapy, right? And the life coaching, is for when you're at a good point to help you figure out how to get ahead. So I was talking to so many people online that I wanted to make sure I left people better than I found them. I did the life coaching. I was so proud. And the night of the online graduation, because COVID, right? The night of the graduation, he just started acting funny. He didn't even want to log in. He was like, well, I might be able to make it. He's literally in the house. It's just log in. So I just ignored it. I didn't know what was happening. And did the graduation, went downstairs. It had been a long day. I'd been in class all day, like the final class and graduation the same day. Been on the computer 8 hours. As a burn survivor, I'm walking with a cane. Didn't look anything like this, I assure you. And he says, I looked it up and life coaching is a scam. And I was like, what? So he insulted it that I had gotten a certification. Life coaching is a scam. All this so I could wear my Miss Jellyfish by Fenty. There's a grape one that I really want that I think has even more pigment. I think it's called Grape Crush, but if Fenty would send me stuff, when they send it, I need them to send me the whole package. If you're listening, Fenty, I need every color. I'm not going to be out here buying stuff when I got all this makeup. Pretty. I wish I could do my hair. I know I can't, though. I got 20 minutes. And I'm not good. I haven't even heated it up. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with this look. Not bad, though, is it? Not bad for a 52-year-old burn survivor that got set on fire 7 years ago and had her face replaced. Boom. And I don't even have an outfit. I'm literally in my workout stuff because I wanted to get rid of this. Y'all focus your energy on the doctors saying, yeah, that'll be easy. We can just get rid of that. So I can be a model. Look, I'm losing weight, right? I don't even stand up at the end anymore. I've lost 40 or something pounds. I do have Manjaro. And I plan to lose at least 30 or 40 more. Whatever. It's not really about the number for me. It's about the look and my ability to move and take care of myself. I don't want to lose. I'm 52 and disabled. I don't want to end up in an old folks home because I can't move around or I can't get up or I broke a hip. So fitness is super important to me now, even more important than it was. And I've started to really work out as of yesterday. I got 1 day under my belt and I'm like, yeah. But still, what do y'all think? It's a pretty glowy look, Please subscribe because I will tag all the products that I used. It'll post a replay automatically, and I'll make sure all the products are tagged in it. So go to the replay, look underneath it. Please join the community, talk to each other. I saw a lot of good. Oh, it's very. Oh, he burned me with lighter fluid and a lighter. 52. I don't look 52, but I think that's because they replaced my face and it's so tight. And you know what's kind of sad though? They don't age. Once you get the grafts like this, they don't really change. Mine might change because of the stem cell injections, but in general, they don't. So I'm kind of forever this age, and that's going to be weird. I'm afraid of water, but aqua aerobics are excellent. I guess I could do it because you don't actually have to be in it, but it's not my first choice. I did Naughty Girl Fitness yesterday because I like to dance. So just standing in my living room, and I did like the lower body, and I truly almost can't walk right now. I did the intro level. I didn't overdo it. I love y'all. I got to get my little dog outside before Mandy gets here to pick me up. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the supers. Thank you for watching. It helps build my momentum. And if you sub, I'm on the road to 1,000,000 because I know I can do it. I know I can. If you're just joining, I'm about to sign off. I'm a domestic violence burn survivor. Subscribe and check my page. I am Burn Beauty 2018. I've got the live replay will be there also, or you can just watch some of my shorts. If you are in a situation like I was in where you think you're with a narcissist, you don't understand, you're not being physically harmed, but you don't feel good, just know that you are being abused and you need to get out because it can turn deadly. These people don't regulate their emotions well. And when it goes bad, this is what happens. I am very lucky to be here. And it's not an isolated incident. I know several people that this has happened to. I love y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I have a big event that I'll just be posting content about. So I think I'll see y'all Thursday. I don't know what's on my schedule, but I will post a live event so you know what time. And I love y'all. Pray for me at the plastic surgeon. And remember that whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. I love y'all. And remember to leave if you're in a situation like mine.